Alright guys, today we traded SMX. So SMX actually didn't have any news. You'll see it didn't have any news at the time it came out. This is my P&L. So it was a little bit risky. It was like I'd say a beat setup, but because there wasn't any news, float was really good. So I saw this right in the beginning as soon as this first candle came out. So we'll full screen right here. I see this candle come out 564, then it flushes. I'm like, okay, if maybe we can break over 550, go to $6, we could see something good. And then I see this squeeze up all the way up to a high of, let's see, this was a high of 684, and I was like, okay, that's pretty good, but I don't think it's gonna hold, And that's a lot of quick selling, so I figured it wouldn't hold. So I'm like, okay, let's have this go back down. Let's let it possibly retest after a couple candles. So I'm waiting here a couple minutes. I don't take my first entry until right in here. I take my first entry essentially after this candle right here. So after this red candle, I look at the level 2, look over my shoulder. Okay, I'm seeing that there's volume coming in through the bid, and we're above the 90 MA. I'm like, okay, this could be a good starter position, 571. I was like, okay, that's not too bad. Maybe a good break over 6, breaking over the quarter half dollar, 575. So I'm holding, and it's approaching. I'm holding for about 30 seconds, and it's approaching 599. So I'd say right around here. Yep, I hold up until this candle right here. At 599, I kind of get scared because I see a lot of like sellers putting up their orders at 6. So I sell, take my profit. I'm like, okay, hands off. I'm not gonna take it. So I do miss on like about $25. So I really could have profited a little bit more, but given how things have been, um, I mean, it was early in the move to really tell. I mean, the move was still early, but I didn't want to risk it on holding long enough to just regret, because I felt like that this was pretty aggressive at 686 when the selling kind of stopped, and we broke over this high, second high right here at 590. But as soon as they approached 6, I was like, I'm not sure. After that dump yesterday, sentiment might be a little off, but it did squeeze up into a new high, second new high of 641, and then it began to sink. And I'm watching this again for another entry over $6. So I get in for about 589. So it's right here, 5:32 in the morning. No, 5:25. So right in this candle here, I jump in right for the break of VWAP. So essentially, I jump in. I'm like, okay, we're gonna retest $6, see if it can hold, break through, maybe hit 610. But I saw a really big seller immediately. I take it off the table. I held for like 10 seconds. I didn't lose. Barely lost anything. So that was a quick trade. A flat trade. So I walked away with $25, and I think that's okay. It's not bad. And I was like, all right, since I saw that sell at 6, I'm like, that's not trade anymore. And I'm glad I was right. Look, it just ended up selling off. So I think that was pretty good on my part. And then I obviously have the level 2 up, so this is how I'm trading. I had my line right here at 684, and then I put up another line right here at 643. And I'm like, oh, okay, this doesn't seem like it'll really break through. It's a double top, but if it does, I mean, I think it would be really good. But look at this can candle wick right here, basically where right before I traded it. Try to trade it again for this breakout at 7:25 in the morning, but it didn't really fall through. So I think that was the only trade that I saw that was possible today. But something I noticed. So after the insane pressure of selling yesterday was high selling pressure. So this was yesterday. We had a high of 239. We dumped all the way to 228. So basically $11 swing in that same day. But today was interesting. Today we actually met up. We met up with higher volume than yesterday, and I think that's pretty good. This to me is bullish. I think we're going to start to recover here on small cap stocks, possibly, because we weren't seeing this before. When we were, I'd say, I think end of October, we were starting to see more red candles. So you can see the sentiment changing. There's more red candles than green. And yeah, we did have some occasional days where we gap up, but the selling volume was higher than there was green until today. So I think today is starting to take a turn. We can see that starting from August, since August, we've been seeing more green sentiment, and that explains, obviously, we can count that that's going to help drive the price up. So since August all the way up until I guess mid-October is when we were really rallying up. So if we start seeing more green than red, we can anticipate that this is going to recover. Um, I think small cap stocks might be able to have a bit of a squeeze soon, or a bit of a rally, because I think everybody was deleveraging yesterday. So you can see in the SPY, look at the difference between the SPY and IWM yesterday. The SPY might have a bit more downside, but this is still a bullish, a reversal candle. That's a bullish signal, but the volume wasn't met. So maybe people are backing off on larger cap stocks and maybe moving towards small cap stocks. Who knows? We'll see how the volume matches the next couple of days, but we've had peaks of, well, this is normal in August. This is from Trump's tweet, and then this is from the deleveraging risk. Call it, and then just uncertainty. It's always uncertainty. But we've been seeing a lot of green for a while. But here we were seeing a series of red that ended up to where the price is currently today. So yeah, that's what I traded today. Let me know what you guys traded in the comments below. And take care. Have a good rest of your day. Stay safe. Have a good weekend. Take care.